What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subscribed. If you're not, hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. It's been a few days since I have been able to even record a podcast. So I'm just grateful to be back at this. And this is a topic that has been on my mind for a hot little minute because this is something that I've talked about before this newest season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. And I want to get back into it now because there's no time like the present since this most recent episode. Because Mia, I wouldn't call it a confrontation, but Mia had a conversation which was provoked, and rightfully so. I have no issues with it because this is the type of BS that happens on these reality shows. But because Wendy brought it up, that Mia spoke to Mia, Candace, and Karen about the fact that Ashley might be a gold digger. Now, first and foremost, we already know this. I have said this before, and this is why I want to talk about it again now. Ashley married her daddy. The daddy that she never met, the daddy that she's never known, the daddy that she used as a storyline a few seasons ago to try to connect with. And he, not saying that I liked what he did, but he would not show his face and he didn't answer the door for her when she showed up at his house. And even though I felt bad for her in the moment, most people don't like confrontation that they are uncomfortable with, that they are not ready for, and situations when it's a parent being confronted by a child that they never had a relationship with, and then you're showing up on that person's front porch with cameras. How do you really expect that to go down? Do you really think they're going to open the door and welcome you with open arms? Or, God forbid, they open the door and they open the door brandishing a weapon of some sort, or opening the door and cursing you out, saying, get the F up off of my front porch. I told you don't come around here with this BS or whatever. That wouldn't look good either. Because, I think back to Kenya on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and when she showed up at her mom's house with the cameras, and although that was great television for us, and no, I don't like the fact that Kenya was pretty much abandoned by her mom, it cannot be stated that this isn't something that should have happened on camera like this, because the woman already didn't want to have a relationship with her. And did she really expect her to open the door for her and welcome her in? Doing it that way, no, it wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, she had the right to show up, but also she had the right to not answer her door. And going back to Ashley, her dad had the right to not answer her door. But I've said before that I feel like she married her daddy because she had daddy issues. She was broke and poor growing up, mom struggling, family just not living the best life. And she's always wanted that. And she got the opportunity to do that by getting with this dude that I feel probably looks more like her daddy than we even know, or she may even know. Because if you look at Ashley, and I'm not saying she's ugly, but I am saying her husband he's ugly. But in some ways, if you look with your eyes squinted a little bit, Ashley kind of looks like Michael. She really does. I know some people may not feel that way, but I'm telling you, put them side by side, squint a little bit. She looks like Michael a little bit, okay? So she not only got with Michael because she had daddy issues, but she also got with Michael absolutely 100% for the money. So she's a liar. I said this a while ago that Ashley probably will never divorce this man. The only way the divorce will actually happen is if he presses it and pushes it. He did not file. She did. And now we see her on this most recent episode of this season where she's wanting to have a conversation with her children, and he takes the kids off of the phone and he's threatening her, saying, don't show my face on camera. He doesn't want to be seen on the show anymore. She can't even really talk about him. So what is it that's really going on? Inquiring minds would want to know. And people who are watching The Real Housewives of Potomac, we definitely are intrigued and want to know. Because the thing is, when these people get on these reality shows, yeah, you may want to keep some portions of your life private, and we can understand that. But you get on these shows to really showcase your life. And that's why people get pissed, because some people can say, oh, you're too invested on these shows, But if you agree to be on a reality show and you're not really showing your reality, and what you're showing is either a bunch of BS or made up, stirred up drama or things that you're insinuating or doing in other people's situations to cause some mess and drama just for the sake of having mess and drama, and you're not really showing your life that actually has some elements that would be more interesting than the foolishness that you're stirring around, it pisses people off. And I feel that Ashley is someone who is not very responsible. She showcased that by her acting like she was having the upper hand by this man screwing around on her, cheating on her, but she also participated in the foolishness of having an open marriage, sleeping with other people. And when I say other people, with those two, honestly, it could have been men and women, because we know Michael, he's down for whatever. And I believe that, she got to a point where she was tired of it, and she wanted to try to use that as an upper hand to say, okay, well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to get the prenuptial agreement edited. And it was edited, and it wasn't edited with an attorney that she hired. It wasn't edited in her favor. She's sitting there having a conversation with him while they drink Heinekens. Okay? Like, who does that? And you had 2 kids by this man, and all you pretty much have to show for it is this house that, yeah, you may say you bought it, but to be honest with you, everyone's paying the rent until you have a deed. So even myself, I have a mortgage. I bought a home. I bought some land years ago. The land is paid off. Praise God. So I have the deed for that. But my house, it's not paid off yet. I'm paying the mortgage every month. So technically, the bank owns everyone's homes until you've paid it off. So people can brag and boast about, oh, I own my home, but do you have the deed? Okay. So that's why Ashley is sitting on pins and needles, worried, because yeah, she is living in this, I feel, overpriced couple of $1 million worth of house with her 2 kids, and she can't afford to pay the mortgage on her own. And if something were to happen and she pissed him off in some way, that he could just say, you know what, I'm done. And then she would have to be out of there and try to figure things out on her own. But yet she's been on The Real Housewives of Potomac for what, 9 years? However many seasons it's been. And I'm not saying that she's been making millions of dollars every season, but what are you doing with your money? What are you doing with your money? Like, all this time you weren't putting money away and just using the money that he was providing in the marriage? To be honest with you, I feel that Ashley has been extremely irresponsible and not utilizing what she had, which is honestly undeserved. Nobody deserves to be on TV. Nobody deserves to be on a reality show. So if you get an opportunity and an open door like that, you really have to be wise with what you have. And I feel that she's been reckless with what she had coming in, probably taking care of her mama and everybody else in her family. And, we remember when Michael, he got tired of taking care of her mom and he put his foot down. It was just a lot more that I feel like could have been divulged that she did not share. So the embarrassing parts of things when it comes to the marriage that she has with Michael, and I say has because they're still married. She filed for divorce, but they're not divorced. I 100% was here for Mia saying what she said, bringing it up, and I 100% agree with her.
So how was the tennis?
Tennis was fun.
Nice.
We had an instructor.
Was he attractive?
No, he was regular. He was very nice. And we talked about Ashley's divorce. And
You gave your opinion on the reason for her not divorcing.
Yes.
Mia
was more so of the position that you are a gold digger. She used that term.
I did.
Okay.
Last year, you were TikToking all around.
How you make your booty do that?
Hey, and out.
Yes.
And you were like, yeah, get a divorce. I think you're not getting it right now because you married Michael for his money.
Did you marry Gordon for his money?
I might have.
Girl.
Okay, well, I didn't. I can't.
She just said that Gordon was broke yesterday, so that wouldn't be true. No, it's not.
You know that's not true.
Okay, it's not true. Okay, guys.
But I'm also not getting a divorce, so we're not talking about me.
You said you contemplated it, to be fair.
Oh.
Yeah, I am completely 100% honest with you guys. But I just think that you should be more honest with yourself.
I might be okay with nasty long balls for a little bit longer if it meant I could, go to Dior.
I just think she's jealous because Mia thought she was gold digging, but she really got fool's gold, okay? My was real and authentic, and she got some pyrite.
You said you're not getting alimony, but you get like a lump sum, right?
No, you get pays for the children.
For the children. For the children.
That's all, though, Ash?
Right, exactly. We do not. Michael and I both pay for the children. So when it comes to their schooling, clothes, all that stuff, we both contribute to that. I will say Michael does contribute to my car, at least for now. I didn't say all of that. Okay. I do have a credit card. He says I can use it in emergencies, but, I don't really feel comfortable using it. And we do have a joint account. And that joint account I use for the children. Even for the groceries, I take out of that account. And Uber Eats.
I feel like if she was a gold digger, she'd still be with Michael.
And now she's gallivanting with ex-NFL players. So.
What? The other thing, because we're done with that one.
All right. I don't want to hear what Giselle has to say because all she's doing is trying to take the subject off of that, which is basically the truth. Ashley is a gold digger and she is with him for the money. Yes, she filed, but filing and actually having it completed and being certified in the courts as the marriage being dissolved and you are divorced are completely different. And Ashley is just living in a separate residence from Michael. He has a key to the place. He can come and go as he pleases. He has control financially because she said that they share the expenses for the children. Girl, please. Okay? She still has access to the joint account. The man is, and listen, I am not here to judge someone for living their life the way that they feel that they need to or want to live it. Because Michael is a man of a certain age, and this is what I said before with regards to why she will never divorce him completely, is because he is a man of a certain age. Now, I don't know how his will is written up. I don't know what his other family members are doing, but the fact that he got married to her, it does give her some rights as the spouse. And so once he passes away, I don't really care how some things may be written up in the will. He can't completely shut her out of everything when they're still married. You know what I mean? So Ashley is dumb in some areas when it comes to her actions, but she's not completely stupid. She knows which side her bread is buttered on, and that is exactly why she is still married to this man. And as long as she has any say-so in the matter, she will continue to stay married to him. She filed for divorce for a storyline, and they're living separate and apart, but they're still married. There are people that are in happy marriages that live in separate residences. I don't know why people think that that's such a big deal, because to be honest with you, some people, it helps their marriages to live separately. And if they have the money and the coin to be able to afford it, especially if, let's say, they got married at a certain age and this person had already purchased property and the other person had already purchased property and they chose to not sell, one person's home over the other. And that actually could be a great thing for some people. I'm telling you. But for them, This is one, it's a storyline, and two, it's something that's beneficial for her. They already had an open marriage, so her getting divorced for infidelity makes absolutely zero sense. This is a storyline, and this is also something that helps her to be able to live in the way she had already desired, because she had lived in the penthouse for years. She wanted to be in an actual home. And so he gave her that. He gave her that opportunity. And so there's probably insurance on the mortgage. Once he dies, the home will be paid for in full and she won't have to worry about any mortgage payments anymore. But listen, we don't know if she's going to continue to be on the show moving forward. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be upset if she didn't return. Because there's been some speculation after the wrap up of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. She did a video where she was discussing some things, and some people are wondering what this really means.
Hi, babes. I'm giving you guys just a look at what I'm looking like today. This is my natural look. You know, I love how I look naturally. I also love makeup. That's fun. And I love to wear different hair. But really, this is what I look like. Okay. I also want to tell you guys that this season was very challenging for me. I appreciate your support. There were things going on in my personal life that I wasn't able to share, unfortunately. And then even some of the dynamics in the group were a little challenging for me. More on that a little later, but I just wanted to check in. Thank you all for your positivity. This has been a great journey. Who knows what's to come on it, but I love y'all and I appreciate you so much.
So she was looking weary and tired. She was sounding a little bit somber, but trying to, I feel, force herself to feel, or to act as if all is well, but she's just exhausted. But the girl has always been messy. We know that. But I do believe that there's a number of other things that are going on behind the scenes when it comes to the relationship that she has with Michael. And it's just like Karen said, it's not an issue if a woman marries an older man that has means and sustenance to really help you to be able to live the life and the lifestyle that you desire. But if you don't really love that person, it's going to become challenging. And she is a liar, because when she said to Mia, and Mia was honest, she said, well, did you marry Gordon for money? And she said, I might have. And she responded to say, well, I didn't. Girl, please. You married that goblin looking elf for love? Okay, so if he was rolling the trash cans out of the back of the Wendy's fast food restaurant and you laid eyes on him, you mean to tell me that would have been the man that you loved? Get out of here. I can't stand when people lie like this. Don't play in our faces. We already know what it is. And it's okay, because it's your life to live, not ours. And you've pretty much sold your soul and dignity for the sake of being able to feel security. And she actually still doesn't even really feel 100% secure. We understand that she had a rough life growing up. She's lived through evictions with her mom and different things like that. I can't tell anyone who's gone through trauma of any level in their earlier life to get over it and move on. I'm never saying that, but we already know what it is. Michael gives you that financial security that you've always wanted. He's afforded you a lifestyle that you never felt like you were going to be able to have. And now you have the access to something you really don't deserve, which is becoming a personality on a reality television show, having a lot of followers. I don't know how many followers she has, because I don't follow her and I don't go to look to see that type of stuff. I really don't care. But she's a liar. That woman, as long as she is able to, is going to stay married to Michael. And if she doesn't come back to the Real Housewives of Potomac, I could care less, because I'm just disgusted by a lot of her behavior and her actions, and then trying to give off this innocent thing. But she really pissed me off before when she was talking about colorism and saying that it doesn't exist on this platform. but yet she exhibits it a lot. And if Mia were the one to say if Mia wasn't the one to say what was said and it was Candace saying it, it would have been World War III at that table. But with Mia, it's just, did you marry Gordon for money? Well, I didn't. And, that's it. But if it were Candace, it would have been another story. And this is why, no matter what people say about Candace, I agree with her on a lot. No, I don't agree with her on everything. I'm not saying she's always right. But I do believe that she and Wendy really do get it hard. And colorism does play a factor in that. I really believe that. So anyway, guys, I want to end it here. I would love to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and I'm going to say bye.